Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Mystical. Today, I am bringing you a Mythic Plus dungeon, which hopefully you'll see more of. I've been enjoying Mythic Plus this season a lot, so I'm going to try to upload any videos that are probably 10 or higher. I think as the season goes on, I'll try to set the bar a little bit higher, but for now, I think a plus 10 is pretty solid. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. I'm not doing live commentary. I'm just kind of voiceovering it, so kind of just going through the gameplay and telling you what's going on, and I'm going to go through the whole dungeon. So truly, if you enjoy videos like this, or if you just want the dungeon without me talking right now and just the live commentary, I can do that too. But feel free to comment and tell me what you like. But with that said, let's jump right into the video. This is a plus 10 Priory of the Sacred Flame, and this took a few times. This one was not easy. I feel like the hardest part of this dungeon is the first pull. So obviously letting the tank kind of get aggro on everything. This tank pulled a little bit smaller than other tanks, which I was not complaining about because it's, first of all, it makes it a lot easier to heal. But for the most part, I have the bleed right now, so I know I'm gonna take a lot of damage, and I pop Chi just because I'm just so used to this pull being massive. We also pop Bloodluster Hero, so we are able to just crank out a lot of damage. The caltrops, you can just avoid it. You can actually clear them with Chi as well. I do that sometimes if I have Chi and it lines up well. I use Revival there and then I crackle. I think I try to stand this AMZ, but pretty much for the most part, I cocoon the tank because I feel like blood decays are super weak to like melee. And so these bleeds, I feel like hurt him, and any physical damage, I think that they struggle against. So I try my best to just make sure my blood decay is safe. Disrupting Shout as well. You don't want to cast during Disrupting Shout, otherwise it's going to lock you out and you can't really heal during it. So not bad for a first pull. Usually the tanks or keystones I've done with this dungeon, they pull like all of middle, and this one did not. So I have no complaints about that. Shield Slam, I think it's just a tank thing. He kind of gets low here. I throw Renewing Mist on him, and I have a Vivify that I could probably do, but Shaden's Gift. And then Caltrops again. I try my best just to keep healing. I try to rob to interrupt the cast there, but I don't know. It's always awkward with that mob right there. That just, there we go. He gets gripped in, and then I already use Sweep, and then this mechanic is just funny. The balls that you try to get from people. I kind of like it a lot, and then just Crackle. I think my goal is to fist weave, and then obviously whenever I can crackle, I do. I do have 20 stacks of Mana Tea that I probably should use relatively soon. Caltrops, just avoid that. Nothing too crazy. Shield Slam is tank, and then Thunderclap, I believe, is the AoE damage that goes out. So it's just a lot of AoE damage from these first mobs. They kind of hurt. I think Shaden's Gift works pretty well with these mobs as well. I do Mana Tea here, and then we decide to go back. So whatever route this tank uses, I'm not complaining about it again because I think it's insane. But I it is what it is. Crackle does a lot of AoE damage. I also have Sweep coming back, so I just try to sweep everything. That way everything gets stunned. Caltrops, I'm just hoping everyone avoids that. It's just kind of annoying. I do have Tiger's Lust to clear the route, but I don't think it gets rid of the bleed, which is kind of annoying. So defend. I try to ring a piece, defend as much as I can, or maybe not. I think defends maybe. Oh, there we go. Hopefully I do something to it. I clear the Caltrops with Chi here, but I guess I don't use Rob. I think we interrupted the defense. There we go. There's Rob. Because what defend does is it's going to give a damage reduction to everybody in the circle. But when you interrupt the defend, I believe that mob takes extra damage. So it's really good to obviously stop that when you can. There's a lot of different ways. You could also use Incap too if you want to. Leg Sweep, obviously. But these mobs don't really hurt too much if you just have DPS that are pressing their defensives, essentially. There's a lot of AoE damage that I use Shaden's Gift and Chi for, so I always try to keep an Envelop Mist on the tank. I throw an Envelop Mist on the tank there with Renewing Mist, and I'm just trying to do as much damage and healing as I can. I believe I used Mana Tea, or I should use Mana Tea soon. I Crackle here to heal, and then, again, just trying to Spinning Crane Kick and Tiger Palm Blackout Kick. My rotation's down on the bottom left as well. This is the Lunging Strike. So I believe he targets somebody, puts a bleed on him. It's actually me. So the bleed actually hurts a lot. So if I had Forper, I'd probably press it. It doesn't seem to be doing too much right now, so that's not terrible. But yeah, I'll try to heal through it, and then that's pretty much all it is for this pack. There really isn't anything crazy. Up until this point, I feel like I've struggled in most plus 10s of this dungeon, but I don't know, this group just made it look easy. So I was able to just heal with Spinning Crane Kick and Fist Weaving, and then obviously Shaden's Gift. 10 stack of Shaden's Gift is really good, especially for any AoE damage, as long as you're not getting interrupted. Brutal Smash, just roll out of the circle. And then I'm kind of surprised I haven't used Shaden's Gift yet. Good, nice. Yeah, that's probably the hardest part of the dungeon. In my opinion, that's the hardest part of the dungeon. That's where a lot of the groups that I've been invited to have struggled with. This part is awkward. It's really awkward because I'm trying to heal, and we're also trying to gateway. So, and they have the bleed on them, the bleed that hurts. So I just cocoon my warrior, like just straight up. And then my DK pulls and procs of Purgatory. There's IBF and AMS too. And this is a really big pull too. I do Chi-Ji. I probably shouldn't have life cocooned the warrior because he still had rally parry. But like, I don't know. I didn't want him to die. I rubbed that mob in and I leg sweep, and then I should probably crackle. Yeah, I crackle to heal, and then a lot of damage comes out. So Disrupting Shout, don't cast during it. Good. That's the a frontal here from that one mob right there. And so we're just trying to just stay alive. I have nothing though. I just use Chi-Ji. I use Life Cocoon, and then my Shaman dies, sadly. I throw an Envelop Mist on the tank, or hopefully throw an Envelop Mist on the tank at some point. I think it's really important. Oh, that was a crackle and then Envelop Mist on the tank. I always try to keep Envelop Mist up because I want to keep extending it with Rising Mist repeatedly. But yeah, the bulk of this pull is over. Similar to the mobs down below, just avoid the Caltrops, interrupt, defend when you can. I try to use leg sweep as often as possible. I do have the dot on me, so I'm taking a little bit of damage, and then I just touch it out here. It also gives me the fatal touch buff. That gives me, I think it's 5% extra damage when I touch it at something. So not bad. I drink here, let them know I'm ready. But yeah, no, this dungeon is going really well so far. I'm really happy about it. Obviously we just do a single pull here. I don't know. I don't think the tank has cooldowns. He doesn't have IBF or IBF or AMS, and then we do have AMZ, but maybe he wants, I don't know, his own cooldowns. That's fine with me. I just try to interrupt the Greater Heal here, and then avoid the, what is it, Flame Strike from one of the mobs, and then Burst of Light, just run out of the circle. I accidentally pull this. I do, and then I Shadow Meld and put the blame on the Shaman. But I do Life Cocoon the tank, and then he grips everything in, which is amazing. Avoid the Flame Strike circles, and then just Fist, essentially. I do prop Chi-Ji here, Purification on me. You could actually, I'm pretty sure you could Shadow Meld this. I probably should have diffused magic, but instead I just 4-brew. Stand in the AMZ, spin the win. Chi-Ji's really good. I don't mind when people, like when tanks pull a lot when I have Chi-Ji, because I feel like you could actually heal through pretty much anything. But this pull, kick fireballs when you can. Purification, whoever it's on, try to spot heal them. Hopefully they use a damage reduction. Outside of that, just Fist Weave, Tiger Palm to build up, teaching the Monastery Sacks, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, and then Rising Sun Kick whenever it gets reset. So yeah, pretty happy with this pull. I think we could have pulled it all, but I understand. The tank may have had PTSD, so I understand. I get it. It is what it is. Avoid the circle there. This mini boss doesn't do anything crazy. Just kick the Holy Smite, and then there's Reflective Shield, which the damage you do gets reflected back to you. So a lot of, you have to, but it gives you gives them a shield, so you have to damage through it. You just got to heal through it. It's really good with Crackle, because Crackle works on shields, and then you can kind of heal everybody through it. So I do Chi-Ji here just because I don't know how big the next pulls are going to be, so I just figure why not. 1 minute cooldown, just heal through this. Our damage is pretty good, so we just burst through it. I think we get one more shield potentially, but that's pretty much it. Kick the Holy Smite, good. I think I could have kicked the other one too, but we do have kicks for this. Good. There, here's the Reflective Shield. Again, nothing crazy. Kind of wonder what would happen if I like touch death into it. Probably wouldn't be not fun, but yeah, no, this mini boss really isn't terrible at all. Good kick. Todd, I get the fatal touch buff, and we just go on to the rest. I think we pull this pack to the left. Oh, we already did that? Oh, all right, that's gone. We got another mini boss here. Try to kick the fireball. I think there's only 2 mechanics for these things. Cinder Blast here, which you're just going to want to avoid the things on the ground. Hopefully. Cinder Blast. Oh, you just want to kick this. That's the Ember Storm that you want to avoid. Do we not kick that at all? We might have Ember Storm. So this is the one where you want to avoid on the ground. I'm still learning the mechanics as well. All right, we're still doing our best. It's like week 2 here. So here's Ember Storm. Just avoid the stuff on the ground. There's a lot of them though, so just be careful. And there's packs around, so just don't run into trash. But it's not terrible. Just run away, essentially. Good kick on the Cinder Blast there. And then kick Fireball whenever you can as well. Anything to help reduce damage is really nice. Kick that, good. But there's not too much damage from this guy, so this isn't terrible at all, which is nice. I think we pull this pack to the right as well. I think we pull this pack to the right, and then we go to the boss. This one, similar to the trash, in the early in the dungeon. Pounce is gonna target somebody. Just be sure to heal them. Shooting, they're gonna target somebody and shoot. People are gonna get bleeds on them. Just heal through it. Crackle's really good. So Crackle, whenever there's obviously damage going out, whether it's single target or AoE, just Crackle. That's normally what I do. It's really good. Master of Harmony is really insane with the 2 charges of Thunder Focus Tea. I Crackle as much as I can. Also, the damage is really good too. I think one thing I need to improve upon is like the damage I do and the output I do, but for the most part, Crackle damage is just so good. I try to get a quick drink here. I only have 2 stacks of Mana Tea. We do have Hero coming up. I forget if we lust this boss or the trash after. I put Envelop Mist on the tank just because I want to keep extending it. And I do know that there's like some physical damage like Pierce Armor. So I get a little worried when I'm healing Blood Decays. Blood Decays, I don't know. They're like, even when they're good, like I have PTSD with them. Their health just yo-yos up and down. If you want to kick Battle Cry, avoid the that line from the boss, and then Pierce Armor is just for tanks. Divine Judgment, this is just something you want to dispel in the tank as much as you can, and then Holy Radiance is AoE damage. This is pretty good with the Crackle. I just try to Crackle this. You could also pair it with Chi-Ji as well. So every Holy Radiance, you should have something. I think it's, what is it, 25-second cooldown on it. So just try to have 1 Crackle. Oh, Hurl Spear is that what you want to avoid. Good kick on that. And they're stacked up. So Fist Weaving is really good into this, of course, because you could Tiger Palm with the AoE, and then you can keep Blackout Kicking, which is really, really good for resetting Rising Sun kicks. Always trying to keep Envelop Mist on the tank. AMS is really good. I think he immuned that debuff that I normally have to dispel with AMS. So that's really good. But this is another Holy Radiance. So again, I think I probably Crackle here. I do have Revival as well. I do press it because I feel like I don't need it for the next trash, and the boss is almost dead. So I figure why not just go for a Revival. I'll have it back soon. Hopefully dispel the tank soon. There we go. I let that go a little too long there. You always see things when you watch your gameplay back, which is interesting. But yeah, no, this boss is nothing crazy. Dispel the debuff on the tank, and then the biggest thing that you'll wipe from is probably Holy Radiance, and then kick the Battle Cry. I don't think there was anything else too crazy. Hurl Spear is like the smallest line that you need to avoid. So just don't stand in front of the boss. But yeah, this boss is fairly straightforward. Nothing too crazy about it. I do have 10 stacks of Mana Tea, 11. Kind of hoping I press it. I guess I just drink here, which is not terrible. I think we do a big pull here. I'm pretty sure. I thought we weren't going to do like a big pull. I thought we were going to LOS, but they went straight through my Life Cocoon. I always try to Life Cocoon like my tanks when they go for big pulls because, I don't know, aggro and stuff like that, and they start dying, and then maybe they don't want to press defensive. So I Life Cocoon instantly. Consecration here is a little scary. But the biggest thing is Sacred Toll. So there's 2 mobs that are going to cast it. It's the big AoE damage that goes out. Normally it's back-to-back as well. So just try your best to save a Crackle for at least the first one, and then you're going to hit with the second one, and then you can kind of recover doing that. But you basically need to recover after the first one, because the second one will just wipe you completely if you don't heal through it. So I Crackle here, a lot of mobs. I always try to just make sure everyone's okay after that first one, and then we're fine, right? There isn't too much damage outside of that. I am a little scared, so I don't Fist Weave much during this pull. Probably should Fist Weave a little bit more. I already used Chi-Ji as well, so nothing too crazy about that either. But Consecration, don't stand in the circles. And then the biggest thing about this pull is the Sacred Toll. Just this one right here. We only have 1 mob up, so it's not as scary, but there's 2 mobs that cast it when you do the initial pull. So just keep that in mind. It can get scary when they're cast back to back. Winging the pull. I guess I'm drinking here. Yeah, I think if I'm fisting a little bit more, I won't as much. Small pull here. I don't think there's anything crazy. Consecration, don't stand in the circle and interrupt the fireball from that 1 mob. But I don't think there's a Sacred Toll in this one. Greater heal you want to interrupt when you can't. Oh, maybe there is. Yeah, there is. Oh, wow. No, I'm completely wrong. There are 2. Yeah. So this one, again, similar to the last pull. Not as many mobs. You want to kick the Greater Heal, and you want to heal through the Sacred Toll. That's it. Consecration, don't stand in the big yellow circle. Nothing too crazy about that one. And then we have another pull, essentially the same thing, Sacred Toll. This one I put a Chi-Ji absorbent on everybody, and then I started healing through it. So that's fine. I think the Chi-Ji shield is actually decent. So you could see, I mean, everyone took damage and it went through the shield, but everyone didn't drop like hella low. So that's really nice. That's really good. And then we have one more pull before the boss. And this is pretty much the same stuff right here. Just crackle through any damage that's going out, and then spinning crane kick when I can. Build up stacks, consecration, another consecration. This is the pull with 2 consecrations. Oh yeah. So this is an easy pull. Yeah, Sacred Toll as well. So big AoE damage going out. Instant Vivifies. Put Renewing Mist on people and Shaylun's Gift just to recover. And then there's really no damage that goes out between the Sacred Tolls. So just, you have a few seconds. You have like maybe 10, 15 seconds of recovery before you get hit with both of them again. Consecration, avoid the circles. Still trying to learn the different mobs and the different abilities. I just know the abilities right now. I think there's a few seconds before. Oh no, we get another pull here. Lucky us. Look at that. Envelop Mist on the tank, and then I immediately just start fist weaving. Always trying to extend those hots with Rising Mist as well. More circles here. Try to kick Holy Smite if you can, but obviously avoid the consecration, kick the greater heal, and then Sacred Toll again with these mobs. So just a lot of AoE damage and avoiding the yellow circles, which is consecration. And that's pretty much this pull. We have a lot of good damage though. We with Harambe and this is a pug, by the way, so really good damage coming out from our team, which is really good. Run into the balls, and now we have the boss. So the trash is a little scary, but as long as you're able to recover between tolls, I think you're gonna be fine. This boss has a few mechanics. I'll try to obviously go through them as much as I can. So Hammer of Purity, I'm pretty sure we want to stack up for this, and this is the yellow circles on the ground. I'll show you. Hammer of Purity. There's going to be a yellow circle on the ground under some people. You want to stay stacked during this boss, and then those hammers are going to circle out. So just keep that in mind. This is the big one, the Sacrificial Pier. You need to run into the circle and soak one of the charges. It looks like somebody did. I think the warrior took maybe 1 or 2. If you don't soak them, you wipe essentially. So you just want to make sure that you can go in. It puts a dot on you when you soak one. I think the Vindictive Wrath is a tank mechanic, so we're not too scared about that. Hammer of Purity, stack, put the circles on the ground. The hammers are going to run out. We run away from them. But if I go and soak, I'll normally press 4 per diffuse magic essentially. It is a magic debuff that goes on you, so it is a little scary. If you take more than 1, it does get a little scary. This one has 3 charges. I think I soak 1. And I 4 brew just to deal with. That way I don't need to worry about me. And we should be fine. I do a crackle here. A lot of damage. Hopefully healing. Harambe, I know, took 1. I don't know if he took 1 or 2. I forget. Try to do a stack there too. I was kind of healing a little bit. I need to do a little bit more damage on this boss too. There we go. So a lot of damage. I use Chi-Ji as well. He'll help the tank here. And then that's the big part of the fight. I would say it's a lot of AoE damage with some like areas where you can with some downtime, but try to absorb as much as you can. The DK actually AMSs and soaks a good amount of the charges, which is really nice. So I think Blood Decays can do that with AMS. I don't even think they get the debuff. I'm pretty sure. I don't even think you get the debuff if you AMS and run in with the charges. So that's really good. But yeah, this was pretty done well. There's probably ways for me to soak a little bit more. I think I soaked 1 of them, but it's pretty easy. Just make sure that you heal through the dots. Usually if I get a dot, the last thing I want to do is heal myself. So I try to trade out a defensive, either it's diffuse magic or 4 brew. If I'm going for more than 1 charge, I have used Life Cocoon there, but probably don't recommend it. Leg sweep here on this Trash Consecration. It's a lot of the same thing. Consecration, greater heal. Just do your best to heal through it, avoid it. A greater heal, and then Divine Toll. Sacred Toll. Divine Tolls. Probably ability. Sacred Toll, which is just more AoE damage. It's pretty much the same mechanics or the same abilities throughout the entire dungeon up to this point. A lot of AoE healing. What is it? Shaylun's Gift is really good with these pulls, just because of the amount of AoE healing you can do with it. And then good AMZ here, slightly late, but in time for the Sacred Toll. So I Shaylun's Gift there to recover between this pull and the between the 2 tolls. And then I Thunder Focus Tea Cracker here to recover after the second one. Pretty good. Again, just trying to recover between tolls. and avoid the consecration. Yeah. I'm trying to do this dungeon for the trinket too. I've done this a few times, and the trinket has yet to drop, and I'm a little sad about it. Here, a lot of tanks try to LOS. We probably LOS to the right here. Maybe not. Yeah. LOS is really good for this room. So LOS to the right, bring all the mobs here. That way they're not all spread out and casting. And then I'd probably go for a leg sweep here. Yep, sweep. Avoid consecration, which is a circle on the ground. Purification is going to target somebody. It looks like it's on my warrior, so he reflects it, which is really good. Volley is really scary. Volley is really scary. I actually don't think we kick it. Yeah, we did not kick it. I could have kicked that 100%. Definitely my bad. I definitely could have kicked that fireball volley. I just I was too focused on healing. Consecration, avoid. Fireball. Normal fireball is not bad. Second consecration here. But yeah, definitely could have kicked that. So that, I think that was another volley into a toll, which we actually lived through. And then a second toll should be coming. No, maybe we killed it. Purification, targeting somebody. It's on the shaman. He walls it really good. Burst of life. Run out of the circle. That mob dies. Consecration is another circle. You run out. Don't get hit by it. Another consecration. Run out of the circle. A lot of running out. But this is why you bring the mobs out of the room, because there's a lot of running. There is a chance that like you can pull other mobs too. I do have a trinket where you hit the barrel or the keg. So I'm hitting the kegs right now for damage. I don't know if it does the most damage, but a little damage is better than nothing, I guess. 14 stacks of Manatee. I probably should be pressing Manatee. There we go. 14 seconds of reduced mana is also pretty good. See here, I don't know if we're going to pull out or not, so we don't, and then we pull these adds here, and it gets a little scary because we actually accident. I don't know if it's an accident or not, but we pull extra trash. All right, so it is a little scary. I don't have life cocoon, which is normally what I try to do. I normally try to life cocoon the tanks during this, but again, these mobs, nothing too crazy. Fireball volley. Hopefully we get a kick on it. We actually don't. Shaman dies. Little struggle. I could have definitely kicked that. It's just like there's so much damage. I shadow meld that purification on me, by the way. That channel that the big elemental does, you can shadow meld it. So I shadow meld that. We actually have a good amount of damage though, so we're actually able to be fine. Burst of life, just run out of the circle. Mob dies. I life cocoon Harambe. He doesn't have his wall, so life cocoon him. We have AMS, and now we have IBF on my DK, so we should be okay. Shaman has wall coming back. So I'm not really too worried. That pull was a little scary, but I used Chi-Ji. I had cooldowns, so it was actually fine. I think if we kicked that fireball volley, obviously it would have been fine. So I think I just need to do a better job of kicking that. Maybe I need to like make a macro for like high priority mobs and just make it sure I put on focus. I Chi-Ji here, kind of at an awkward time, because there's really no damage going out, but I thought we were going to chain pull into the 3 mobs in the center of the room. So I figured, I'll Chi-Ji, I'll get my ramp up my hots a little bit, and then do, we'd pull the other mobs, but we don't actually do that. So I kind of wasted Chi-Ji, I feel like, a little bit. It's okay, I guess. I got some mana reduction. Take that. A win's a win. These mobs, this is just, you got to kill the big boy right there. That guy. He just AoE damaged his entire pull, and it hurts. It hurts. Shaylun's gift here to kind of deal with it. I think I also crackle here too. It's just this pull. I'm doing 3 million HPS right now. It's just a lot of damage. You just got to heal through it. Kick the greater heal if you can. It's just AoE damage, and then we decide to chain pull. I'm not a fan of that because I got to heal through it, but it's efficient. So I do have a life cocoon. I life cocoon the tank as well. Healing here. I do Manatee. I Shaylun's gift. Hopefully Manatee I do. And then I Chi-Ji. And then normally when Chi-Ji's up, it's pretty good. So I Jade Fire Stomp, Spinning Crane Kick, Envelopment Mist out. Thunder Focus Tea Crackle. Hopefully I do. Yep. And then just put Envelopment Mist on the tank. And then from here, kicking, hopefully. And then just doing damage. It's a lot. It's 3 million consistent HPS on this pull. It's a lot of damage. You just got to heal through it. There's nothing really you need to be worried about as far as mechanics go. Right, you kick a Holy Smite here. You could sweep the mobs. It's just damage. That's pretty much it. So just do your best. Trade your cooldowns. Don't be afraid to use Revival, Chi-Ji. Shaylun's gift is at 9 stacks right now. So I'm just trying to heal as much as I can with Crackle, do damage with Crackle, and then heal with Shaylun's gift. When there's like AoE damage going out, which is really nice. Big damage here. Good. Yeah, no, fun pull. I like PvE's fun because you get to challenge yourself, which is nice. So I don't think I'd be able to heal through that like a few days ago, which is nice. I think I drink here, 20% mana, just trying to drink super quick before this pull or before this boss. Trash is done. Just got the final boss now. A few mechanics on this one. Nothing too crazy. There's really not too much damage that goes out here. from this boss. So you kick the Holy Smites when you can. Holy Flame, you just stand out of the circle, pretty much. Just don't stand in it. Damage, damage, damage. Inner Fire. Do damage, nothing crazy. Purify. Still nothing. Blinding Light, you look away from the boss, and then Purify target somebody. So if you can see Harambe in the back there, he has Purify on him. He's just gonna run throughout the back to make sure nobody gets hit by it. Oh, do I get the ball? I think we got the ball there. Good. But yeah, this boss, nothing really crazy happens. There's like nothing really could wipe it to it. Maybe like phase 2 you can kind of wipe it to. Actually, I think we almost wiped to a good kick there on the Holy Smite. Purify is going to come out soon. I Shadow's Gift here because the AoE damage going out. I kill the keg. Purify. Someone's going to get targeted. It's not me. Avoid the look away during Blinding Light. Yellow circle goes out. Oh, double roll there. Holy Fire. Kill the keg. Holy Smite. Good kick on it. And yeah, we do a good job. I think I do a really bad Chi-Ji here, though. I'm not paying attention because the boss phase is at 50%, and I Chi-Ji here, and I'm very sad about it. I'm very sad. Great gate here by Harambe, by the way. You can gate from the bottom to the top. And then here, a bunch of mobs spawn, and you can ring a piece because eventually the mobs will die. Like, I don't know if they have a dot on them or something, but they're dying right now, right? They're taking damage. So I ring a piece the right side, or the left side, and it gets gripped in. And then our DK is, I think he's using like slappy hands and gripping the mobs into us. So I life cocoon the tank because I don't want him to die, obviously, because you can't let these mobs hit you. And our shaman dies because I think we gripped in a mob. And then we grip in again. Now, I don't know what the strat is really. I really don't, but I'm staying away. I'm not trying to fist sweep. I'm trying to stay away from these mobs. You can't let these mobs touch you or they kill you. So thankfully we get away. Blinding Light, you look away, Purify. It's the same mechanics as the first phase, except you just got to deal with those ads at the start. Just going to Fist Weave here. A little Mana Tea. I have 20 stacks of Mana Tea. I got to do a better job of like pressing Mana Tea before I actually need it, I think. But yeah, Inner Fire here. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Holy Flame. Avoid. AMZ. I'm going to stand in it. A Purify goes out. I think this one's on me. Look away from Blinding Light. Here, I diffuse magic. Hopefully, take less damage from the Blinding Light. And we time the... Oh, this is my stuff. We time the +10 dungeon. So this is my damage breakdown. A lot of crackle, a lot of spin and crane kick. I think I can do a better job of just fist weaving in general. I think I can make my blackout kick and rising sun kick definitely more, but I think crackling jade lightning is gonna be your top damage. And this is my healing breakdown. Most of my healing comes from ancient teachings, obviously, because crackle is so much of my damage and healing. And then mastery is my number 2 heal. Nothing even comes close. I try to shade and script as much as I can, but that is it for this +10 purity. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. If you enjoyed this format, please let me know. I am more than happy to answer any questions, do anything like that. Keystones have been a lot of fun this season, so expect more Keystone videos. And with that said, that is it for me. Hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.